Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Gary Spike O'Sullivan drops out of the Gennady Golovkin sweepstakes. No longer an option for May 5th. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, new media, Ego's Army on fire per usual. A lot of what we predicted, a lot of what I said is looking pretty accurate. Listen, shout out to ESPN. They're reporting that Gary Spike O'Sullivan has officially declined to be Golovkin's May 5th opponent. I don't know the details surrounding. I don't know exactly what went on. Maybe he didn't like the money for the risk. Maybe he felt that since he hadn't been committed to and got the answer from Team Triple G, now he doesn't have enough time. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. We could speculate all day. However, according to ESPN reports, he is no longer in the Golovkin sweepstakes, meaning Golovkin, if he intends to fight May 5th, does not have an opponent. Like the guy who was the leading candidate for since Canelo failed the 2 drug tests and dropped out, definitely since he withdrew, one of the leading candidates was Gary Spike O'Sullivan. That was one of the names bouncing around. Now, the walls are closing in on Gennady Golovkin. Here's why. We cannot blame him for Canelo failing the drug test. I do realize and take into account that Canelo is at fault for this whole charade. Golovkin was content fighting Canelo. But even in lieu of Canelo withdrawing and no longer being a part of May 5th, they had some time to pick a solid, in my opinion, a solid replacement opponent. I mean, this happens all the time. Like, look at what Showtime did. Adrian Broner was supposed to fight Omar Figueroa. That was a good fight. People were looking forward to it. They even had a boxing up front seminar, or whatever you want to call it, press conference with all these fighters, pictures, and they had Broner there and Omar Figueroa facing off. Boom, Omar Figueroa says, I'm injured. I can't compete April 21st. So what did Showtime do? Quickly, they found Jesse Vargas, who's always game, always tough, and they replaced it. Keith Thurman was supposed to fight on a split site with Badu Jack running concurrent the same night as Badu Jack versus Adonis Stevenson. Keith Thurman got injured. That's what they're saying. So boom, they replaced it with Gary Russell Jr. and his mandatory Joseph Jojo Diaz. So they filled those voids. But with Triple G's team, they waited, and it looked like they were trying to pick fights that were the path of least resistance, in my honest opinion. Guys like Jaime Munguia, who I've literally never heard of until his name was thrown around for Golovkin, undefeated 21-year-old who definitely has no solid names on his resume. Then a 154-pounder. Those 2 options got rejected by somebody. They didn't get approved by the sanctioning bodies in which Golovkin holds the belts, like Vanes Martirosyan, because he's a 154-pounder off a long layoff. And Jaime Munguia got denied as an opponent option by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So time is ticking. They've already talked about taking this fight from HBO pay-per-view to regular HBO. They already took him out of the T-Mobile. Then it was to the MGM Grand. Then they decided to relocate him to another state altogether, California, at the StubHub, which seats 9,000. So it's apparent that Canelo's star power was needed, because why would you take it out of the T-Mobile Arena if you're confident that Golovkin can sell and he's this big star in Vegas, even without Canelo? You know what I mean? So obviously, Golovkin needs the proper dance partner. You know what I mean? He's not as big as ESPN and HBO and Tom Loeffler maybe would like you to think. He does good in terms of selling venues, but it has to be the right dance partner, apparently. And then now, your leading candidate, Gary Spike O'Sullivan, drops out. Now, the reason why the walls are closing in my opinion, and this looks bad for Golovkin, is you attempted to fight guys that you probably shouldn't have fight. 154-pound Vanes Martirosyan, who's been inactive. I don't even know. Maybe the last fight he had was Edeslandi Lara rematch, and I covered that fight personally. It was a Showtime triple header. That was when Austin Trout and Jermall Charlo fought, right, on that same card. And guess what? Now Jermell Charlo is about to fight Austin Trout. And like I said, I covered that fight. So that just goes to show you how long ago, because since that time, Jamal Charlo has already knocked out his mandatory at 54, moved up, had a fight, moved up, about to have another fight at middleweight, and now his brother, slightly younger brother, twin brother, Jermell Charlo, is about to fight that opponent, right? And that's the last time that I can remember Vanes Martirosyan even fighting, you know what I mean, on that particular card. So quite some time ago. Now that these guys didn't work out and Gary Spike O'Sullivan officially declines, what is Golovkin gonna do? I told you guys a while ago, they might as well just cancel this whole thing. But now, to me, it looks bad for Team Golovkin if you cancel now. Because now if you cancel May 5th, you try to get Vanes Martirosyan, it wouldn't get approved by the sanctioning bodies. You try to get an unknown Jaime Munguia, who's 21. It didn't get approved by Nevada State Athletic Commission. And for whatever reason, the Gary Spike O'Sullivan offer didn't work, and they declined officially through Golden Boy, right? So now the thing that looks bad is, again, he's not responsible for what Canelo did, but all of the easier fights, so to speak, for Golovkin's style have now been ruled out or pulled out or can't fight for whatever reason. They're not approved. Canelo withdrew. Whatever the situation, Spike O'Sullivan declined. Now, the only people that are left are the mandatory Derevyanchenko. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade says he wants to fight. And also, Top Rank said Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who are they going to fight? They're going to pick another guy we haven't heard of? It's just crazy. It's crazy to think that that would be the case for, and I understand this is quote unquote last minute, but you already tried to fight certain people and it didn't work out for you. Now you're stuck with killers or bringing somebody else out who's unknown. And what's even bad is you have guys like Demetrius Andrade who stepped up, said, hey, I'll fight you right-handed. And this is what Andrade said: thank you to everyone who has supported my wish for a May 5th fight with Triple G. As frustrating as it is, at the end of the day, boxing is business first. So Triple G's choice to fight Heimlich Fungay, or whatever his name is, doesn't surprise me. Then you have Terence Crawford, who responded. He says, they running from you. You've been knowing that. So I haven't heard this news of Triple G choice to fight Heimlich Fungay, but listen, who the fuck is that? Who is Heimlich? Oh my God, who is, like, where are these names even coming from? Who is? I've heard of the Heimlich maneuver, but who is Heimlich Fungay? That sounds like a fucking fungus, man. This is crazy. And again, I understand with Canelo withdrawing, you had to scramble and find someone. But if Showtime can find Jesse Vargas for Adrian Broner, who is coming off of a loss, then how come K2 Promotions can't find someone suitable for a silver medalist who's undefeated with every single belt except the WBO belt at middleweight? Especially when you had people like ESPN and HBO saying Golovkin is the #1 pound for pound fighter. Why would I want to see the #1 pound for pound fighter, let them tell it, right, against Heimlich Fungi or Fungays, Fun with Gays, or whatever his name is, man? It just doesn't make sense. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know if it's getting canceled. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. I don't know if Heimlich Fungay. Let me know what you want to see next from Gennady Golovkin. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.